I am so sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. Starting off this vlog strong. Hello guys, welcome back. I've had it up to here with all of my health issues. I feel like the last 5 or 6 years of my life has just been me dealing with health problems and going through these vicious cycles of like eating healthy, consistently working out, getting sick from it being too much on my body, and I'm not even like working out in this intense way, and then I get burnt out, then I'm taking time off of the gym. Like, I'm really losing my mind over it, and I have been wanting to lose weight forever. Like, it's just so frustrating to me because this is also not like a horrible thing either, but I have maintained my weight since I'm 24 right now. Since I was 17, I've been maintaining the same weight, different body composition. I was a little chubbier when I was graduating high school. I started getting into weightlifting like after that. Anywho, I mention all of that just because it is a good thing. Like, I have maintained my weight, so it's not the end of the world. But for me, it's just been one thing after the next with my health. Like, this gut flare up, this adrenal fatigue, like, oh, now you're exhausted again, now you're dealing with this bacterial infection on your tonsils, okay, now you're good, now you're dealing with this gut flare up. And my whole young adult life has just been this constant, my gut's flaring up and then my gut's okay, but my adrenals are now flaring up and I can't really lose weight. And you know, I try and work out and do normal amounts of stuff. Like, I am not someone who's in the gym like hurting my body. I'm not in the gym doing 45 minutes on the Stairmaster, an hour and a half of weightlifting, like 4 sets, 3 to 4 sets depending on how I'm feeling, 8 to 12 reps depending on the weight, optimal rest in between days, like weight training 3 to 4 times a week, 2 for upper, 2 for lower, nothing super intense, no supersets. Like, I'm just keeping it very hormone friendly and getting in my 10K steps. And it's like 2 weeks of that, I'm burnt out, I'm exhausted, like can't sleep enough, can't do enough to just like feel like I'm not exhausted. And then on top of that, like, I struggle so bad with my relationship to food. It's not me versus the food, I guess is the way I would say it, is like, I can't cut out foods. Like, I have I guess I don't want to say I have a bad relationship with food and then be like, but it's kind of a good relationship with food. Like, I have a good relationship with food in the sense that I'm not scared of foods, but the problem I have is that I know I have to do certain things to fix my health issues, and that includes like just saying no to certain things indefinitely. Like, I need to just, not indefinitely because that's like all or nothing, but when you have severe health issues, balance doesn't exist, and that's what I'm trying to learn for myself. I can't just do good during the week and then eat whatever I want on the weekends. I can't do these things because I've been trying to maintain a lifestyle like that for 5 years and I'm still sick. I'm just so frustrated because it makes it so hard to accomplish my goals. Certain foods make my gut flare up, and then, you know, I get that under control by having to take time off of the gym. You know, it's just like this constant give and take where I can't progress with my body because I'm pushing myself too far, and it causes me to get sick. Like, I was thinking when I consistently weight trained from like 2020 to 2023, I was sick every few months. Every few months I was at my holistic doctor with a fever or a sore throat or adrenal fatigue, and I was constantly like spending so much money at my holistic doctor, and every time I'd get answers, I'd get stuff, and I would get fixed. Like, it's not like they wouldn't give me answers. Like, I knew what was up. They were amazing. They'd always help. And then I was just thinking to myself, why am I always sick? Like, why is this my life? I can't be normal like everybody else and just work out at the gym and like see results. And I think I'm just getting so fed up with it because I started realizing, once I met my husband and we got super close, I started realizing how much I would complain of symptoms I was experiencing, and I'm not really a complainer unless I'm really experiencing something. And so all of a sudden I'm like, my stomach really hurts. Like, there have been so many nights now where since I've known him, where we'll go out to eat or we'll have like a get together with family or something, and I'll just kind of eat like what's there, because again, balance, but I guess balance doesn't exist for me. I've had to go to sleep sitting up a few times because of like the amount of pain my stomach was in. But even other than that, just like discomfort, like major discomfort where I could still lay down and I'd be dealing with that. I would feel so horrible just like constantly complaining, and then it just seems like the complaining for me has never ended. And again, I'm really not, this is gonna sound so hypocritical because I'm saying I'm complaining, but I'm not a complaining-esque person. Like if there's nothing wrong, I'm not complaining. I'm saying like something is genuinely wrong and that's why I'm speaking up about it. And my stomach would just get these like hard flare-ups and I feel helpless because I know if I go to like a normal doctor, they're just gonna put me on some type of medicine to fix this. I go to my holistic doctor and he's able to check a lot of stuff. So to my holistic doctor, like all of that, I'm in good enough ranges. He does nutrition response testing. So I went to the doctor a couple of years ago and all my blood work came back fine. Do I know what fine means to them? No. I just feel like my health has been slowly declining and I am upset about it because I feel like no matter how long I will eat a certain way for, the second I give up that way of eating, all of my issues like will return. But I also don't know what the style of eating is that I need to be doing. So it's been really frustrating for me. I've tried so many different diets. My gut felt great eating ketovore, which is like carnivore with some low carb vegetables and stuff. That made me feel really good. Really only made me feel good for like the first half of my cycle. After that, I definitely crave like carbs and stuff. That was really good though for my gut inflammation. My stomach went like completely flat from doing that. And I was able to see just how much inflammation was in my gut, like messing me up. And it was kind of alarming, to be honest. And the reason that I'm frustrated today, like the breaking point I had today, was that sadly maybe you guys can relate to this too, where you've just kind of had issues. They were never bad enough. This is how I feel. I feel like my issues were never bad enough for me to completely separate myself from like social events with family and stuff when it comes to things around food. Like I never felt like my issues were that bad, but I'm thinking they might actually be that bad and I'm just ignoring it. And as I said, the more I'm noticing my complaints, the more of a red flag all this stuff is. And you know, I started doing Pilates through the Form app, like strength Pilates, and I actually really am enjoying the style of workouts a lot better. I'm gonna just stick to that in general because I'm enjoying it. But my point is, I literally have an ear infection now, or swimmer's ear, or something wrong with my ear, and my ear literally hurts to like this. It hurts. Last night before I went to bed, all of a sudden I'm laying down and like the top part of my abdomen, not like my stomach, but like the top part right here, was burning for like, I laid down and it was burning for like a few minutes and I was really worried. I was like, am I gonna have to go to the freaking ER right now? And I'm in my luteal phase, so I also feel like so emotional about this, but I'm just so upset about constantly being in pain. And I just had to like get this off my chest because today I was gonna go thrift shopping and take you guys as a fall thrift with me, but I literally don't feel good. I'm like, I can't go and look through clothes and do like, I don't have it in me because I'm so tired from my ear pain. And like I woke up today, I did a workout and I got my 10,000 steps in yesterday. Today, exhausted, like. And so I cut out coffee, which was something that I said to myself, I will never cut out coffee. I love coffee, and that's how you know I reached my breaking point. I literally cut out coffee earlier this week because I was like, you know what, if it's messing up my gut and it's messing up my hormones, even if it's one shot of espresso a day, and I look forward to my coffee every day, I'm like, let's just see if that makes a difference. Like, I want to know if that makes a difference. I am now dealing with insomnia. Like, I cut out caffeine and I'm dealing with insomnia. I'm waking up every hour of the dang night, tossing and turning. My muscles literally hurt to touch. And I don't know, like, if that's from me stopping caffeine or what. That's like such a weird symptom. And my Oura Ring stats are literally going down. So I like cut out caffeine and now I'm just like doing worse. And I'm like, I can't win. I literally, and I know this is just for now. It's taking a second for my body to be used to it. You know, I'm trying to just stay positive about it because there's no need to be negative, okay? But I'm giving myself the space to rant right now. So I'm just like really fed up with dealing with these issues, and I need to be better too at like consistently taking my supplements. But I also am like, oh my gosh, am I just gonna have to rely on supplements? I know for certain things like magnesium, vitamin D in the winter, like I know some stuff you just gotta take vitamins for. It's not even that. It's just the idea that my body can't function on its own, and I intake too much health information where I know I'll look at a food and I'll think 100 different things about it based off of 100 different people's opinions. Like, I can't seem to have an understanding of like what works for my body and what doesn't. I don't know. I'm just upset because it's so hard dealing with health issues that can't be seen. Like, no one's gonna look at me and say like, oh, you're super unhealthy, you know, like I'm not necessarily overweight I'm like on the cusp of it, but I'm not overweight. I don't have acne all over my face anymore like I used to. And that ended up being literally just a broken skin barrier, and all I needed was beef tallow and to stop washing my face and doing skincare, which is crazy. But I don't look unhealthy when you look at me, you know? And so that's also tough too, is like I don't look sick, but I'm constantly sick with things and dealing with things. And I'll notice just like random stuff. Like I go through phases where my OCD gets sparked really bad and I don't know what it is that I did that like triggers it. I think I've just kind of reached my literal breaking point. I just don't know how much more I can take of this and dealing with health issues. Like I'm really so sick of it, and like now I'm married and I don't want to have a child like ASAP. That's not really my plan, but I'm like terrified of conceiving because of like all these health things that I deal with, and I'm just scared what that's gonna look like for me. And I really want to fix these things before that era of my life. I'm so sick of complaining to my husband. Like I don't want him to have to hear me say I'm in pain. You know, it's like, oh, here she goes again. You know, and it's just like I know that he doesn't feel like I'm burdening him, but I feel like that. Like I'm also in my luteal phase, so I think that's also why I just feel even like I just feel so horrible about constantly having pain with this. And it's like we eat a nice dinner and we have time together, and then all of a sudden I'm like, you know, I'm in a lot of pain right now. And it's just like, can I enjoy like my life again? I feel like I can't enjoy my life anymore because I'm constantly dealing with like I can't regularly exercise. I can't regularly get in 10K steps. I can't have normal sleep. I like just constantly am dealing with health issues. And it sounds so dramatic and so stupid, but it's like, this is not how I'm supposed to feel in my body. And I know that's not how it's supposed to be. I'm just frustrated, and I don't want to go to a doctor and have them just prescribe me some prescription that I'm going to be on forever for no reason when it's not getting to the root cause of this. And I know diet and lifestyle is like truly the only way you can fix this, but I know so many different lifestyles. There's paleo, there's ketovore, there's carnivore, there's animal-based, there's gluten-free, there's the low inflammatory diet or whatever it's called. Like there's so many different things. I don't know. Maybe I don't even know what to do to fix my gut, honestly. I just feel like so lost about all of this, and it's like getting to be so dang frustrating. I just don't know what my body needs. I don't know what my body likes. A really random metric that my Oura Ring tracks is heart rate variability, which is something that I never really looked into. And my HRV has always been like 20 to 30. And I never really understood where it was supposed to be at. So I kind of just ignored this metric. Come to find out, a healthy HRV is 100, over 100. So I'm out here with like the heart rate variability of an unhealthy person, and it just like, to me, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like I don't drink, I don't smoke, I eat healthy most of the time, like I move my body all the time. I don't understand, you know? I'm at the point where I'm so pissed off, and I know anger is not the solution to this, and that's not gonna fix this, and so Lord forgive me, but like, oh my gosh, that's how I feel. I just feel incredibly lost. I've been really trying to lean on the Lord to direct me, and that's what directed me to doing form workouts on the Form app instead of traditional weight training in the gym, you know, and I felt really good about that. And I'm still going to keep up with those workouts, but again, I like need to come to the realization of what's actually wrong with me. Like, how do I fix this? You know, blood work's expensive. All these things are expensive to do, but I'm like, you know, I have a lot of statistics already from my Oura Ring, and I think my next move is just going to be like, I'm gonna do animal-based eating because I want to eat like mostly meat based, because that always makes me feel pretty good. Eat fruit for carbs because I still think we need carbs, you know, and I've done the kind of like, as I said, ketovore, carnivore and stuff, and I think there is a good balance for women. And I think as like you're in your luteal phase, you'll need more fruits and more carbs and honey and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go to the store and get things, and like, I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I've had this conversation with myself so many times where I'm like, this is the time I'm gonna lose weight, but I never could because I never got to the root cause of what was wrong with me. So I'd track my macros, consistently work out, nothing too crazy, but I'd completely burn out and I wouldn't be able to keep up with what I was doing. And even hitting the 10K steps every day is like exhausting to me, and my body just doesn't handle this stuff well. And I need to like start first with habits and food and all of that, like my lifestyle, and like really actually change my lifestyle, because that's going to be the only way that I'm going to fix this, and be strict about it. There's no, oh, I'm having a family dinner. Like, I'm just not messing around anymore, because I can't stand feeling this way. I can't stand constantly dealing with issues. I can't stand the feeling of this. I can't stand how my gut always feels. I can't stand how my gut always looks from inflammation. I can't stand the lower back pain I get from adrenal fatigue. It's really good. I just did my makeup. You know, when I worked out, I tracked my macros, good macro split, kept my fats in, higher protein, had my carbs, like it was a good split. My workout, as I said, followed my intuition about it, like did not push myself so hard, and I know that. And when I had too much, that was it. My workout was done. But it's also like you have to push yourself. It's like, what, am I never gonna be able to push myself? Like that's how you see progress, but whatever. My ovulation literally got pushed back a week on my Natural Cycles app. My body was running cold, like it would not heat up for ovulation. And it's like, great, so I'm getting my 10,000 steps in, I'm working out, I'm doing the right things, and like now I'm not ovulating. Cool. Because after 1 week, you know, I was testing positive on an LH strip, and I only did that because I was like, oh, I just want to make sure my hormones are good, you know, as I'm like, you know, I don't want to try to conceive in a year or two from now and be like, wait a minute, what's going on? And it's something I could have been working on now, right? So I took this LH test strip, the first time I've ever done that. Shows up positive. I'm like, cool. And then it's like, you're set to ovulate, you know, in a day. I'm like, oh, perfect. Literally got moved like another week later because I was working out and my body couldn't handle it. But it doesn't make sense because my Oura Ring stats are like, oh, you're in the exceptional category for your resilience. I'm like, well, that's weird because it's telling me my resilience is exceptional, but like my ovulation isn't happening and I'm running cold, which is a sign of hypothyroidism. And now my HRV balance is so low. I'm realizing that's a sign of hypothyroidism. And I'm like, great. So I'm dealing with like suppressed adrenals and thyroid. And it's like, I think it's from my balanced lifestyle. Like I really think fixing, cleaning that up and not eating out and not eating gluten and not having that stuff, like noticing like when I get discomfort in my gut and all of this stuff, and I want to fix it. Now it's like my ear, like this literally hurts. This little bit of movement on my ears is painful. Not that I think it's caused from hormones or diet or something. I probably just got water in my ear in the shower. I think it's more so like swimmer's ear than an ear infection because it's so like close to the surface. But anywho, I think that was just kind of my breaking point, was like dealing with another form of pain. And I'm not going on antibiotics because the last time I went on antibiotics was when I got my wisdom teeth out, and I literally had the biggest breakout of my life, and it was like cystic acne. It was so painful. And I know that most of the time you think the antibiotics are what's working, but it's really just the time that has passed since you started taking them where your body like resolves it on its own. And I don't believe in healing a bacterial infection with an antibiotic personally, unless I was literally breaking a fever and super duper sick. Antibiotics are like life-saving care. This doesn't feel life-saving to me. It's just my ears hurting. I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna buy foods that are animal-based, and I'm gonna show you guys the haul because that's where I'm feeling the Lord is telling me to pivot. And so I think I'm gonna continue to track my macros, but they're gonna be like animal-based macros. And I think I'm gonna track, instead of in a deficit, I think I'm literally just gonna track to like maintenance and try and just feel better, because there's so many random things where I'm like, yeah, I just don't feel good. And I think cutting out coffee and caffeine was the right move. Hopefully that increases my heart rate variability. I can't take this anymore. I literally can't take this anymore. It is so isolating too when you're surrounded by people who aren't dealing with these issues. I feel so alone in this, and I know I'm not, which is why I'm coming on here and being so vulnerable about it, because I know that there's someone out there that is also feeling so fed up with their health. And I'm just not gonna spend like thousands of dollars on a GI map test and a coach and blood work when I know my foundation of my health just isn't the peak where it's supposed to be. Sleep is good, movement is good, but I know my diet is not where it's supposed to be. And I know food plays a huge role, and that's gonna be my main priority. If after I stay on animal-based, we're gonna do, you know, a 30-day stint of like being animal-based, right? If my issues don't go away, then I'll do more. Then I'll go more into it and get labs and all that stuff. But for now, I need to start with like my habits, because you can't outdo like just a bad diet. And I'm not saying my diet's horrible. Like if I was a completely healthy person, it probably wouldn't be an issue for me to like go out to eat a couple times a week or have pizza or whatever it is, like once a week, have a bagel. Like wouldn't be an issue for other people, but it's an issue for me. And I'm done being beta. Like I'm so ready to enter my alpha health. Like I just can't take this anymore. Like beta living has been the worst. It's just so annoying. And there's nothing that pinpoints it. Like people be like, oh, I had dairy, oh, I had this. Like no, nothing really pinpoints it. All right, I just got back from the store. I got most things on my list. I'm gonna give you guys a quick haul. Okay, I got 2 bags of groceries, so let's get into it. I got some whole organic carrots. I am not gonna peel these. Okay, I'm gonna eat 1 to 2 of these a day just to bind up excess estrogen in my body. Then they had some steak. I got grass-fed beef loin flank steak. And I'm gonna make some carne asada flank steak with this. Eggs are like ridiculously expensive. I usually get my eggs at Aldi and it's not nearly as expensive as the rest of these, but Nellie's wasn't too bad, so I got these because I know that they are humanely raised. But the Vital Farms ones, like, why is it $12 for a dozen eggs? $12. And I eat a lot of eggs, so I'm like, I can't be doing that. I got these Applegate savory turkey and classic pork breakfast sausages just to have in the morning. The ingredients are good, not the best. There's added cane sugar in these, but it's only a couple grams, so I'm like, whatever. There has been a lack of good cultured cottage cheese in my life because they have been sold out everywhere for what feels like months, honestly. There's been a shortage, so there were 2 of these left, and then there were a bunch of the low-fat ones. I took the last 2 of these. I got some frozen wild-caught blueberries. These have a lot more antioxidants. I like this brand. Some sour cream, just because I know we had ran out of this, and we like putting that on top of tacos, bowls, like any type of bowl we make. Usually, at least for me, I'm putting some type of hot sauce and sour cream on top, whether it's chicken or steak or something. My husband prefers the squeezy tube one, so I got the squeezy tube. I got Siggy's Skyr. This has 18 grams of protein. It has a lot of good live active cultures in here, which will hopefully help fix my life. And then I got the Butcher's beef bone broth. I love this bone broth. If you have this at any of your stores, I really would recommend it. It's so chunky and thick and gelatinous. When it heats up, it's not thick like that, but when it's cold, it is thick, which is a really good sign that there's a lot of bones in that. It's very, as I said, gelatinous. I got this ginger tea to help. I want to get back into this. It says digestive wellness, so if I can drink like a ginger tea every day. I also have chamomile and mint. I just want to really try to drink. I don't really drink cold drinks. My coffee was one of my cold drinks, but I'm not drinking coffee anymore. I really want to stick to mostly drinking tea throughout the day, especially because I work from home and I'm here, so I have the ability to use our electric tea kettle and have warm liquids all day long, because that's just the best for digestion, according to Chinese medicine. I got some figs. I don't know, I don't really eat figs. I had some the other day and they were pretty good, but there's so many different types. They don't smell like anything. This is black mission figs, but they were like turkey figs. Like, there's different kinds, and green figs. I got some limes to have in water, whether it's the room temperature water I drink or tea or something, or to add on top. Actually, it's a good thing I got limes because I got flank steak. This is also really good on top of steak, squeezed on. Should have got cilantro now that I'm thinking about it. I also got lemons. I like lemon in my tea. I like lemon in hot water, so just some lemons for things. And then I needed some raw honey. Usually my husband and I will go to a farmer's market and get some local honey. We'll probably do that soon. I just want to make sure that we had some bananas. I got some green ones and then some that are ready to eat soon. I'm definitely potassium deficient. Ain't no way I get enough potassium in a day. And then for no reason, I got a 5-pound bag of clementines because they were on sale and they were right there. And these are really yummy to have. I don't think I need 5 pounds, but here I am. So that's my animal-based grocery haul. I'm going to continue tracking my food, but I'm gonna track at maintenance just to fuel my body in hormones and get my blood sugar regulated before I go into a deficit and all of that stuff, because obviously my body is trying to tell me something. 1,800 calories a day I guess isn't doing it. Gonna bring myself back up to like 2,100, which is around my maintenance, and eat fruit, meat, honey, and dairy and see what happens and see how I feel, because as I said, it's been a frustrating journey and I have not been enjoying this. So I know that I like this way of eating. I've done this before, just not perfectly, so I'm excited to do it on a more like perfect sense and see how I feel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video of my grocery haul and just being fed up with my health. Kind of a mellow way to end it. I'm just not feeling the best, so yeah, that's it. If you guys relate to this, hopefully like in a few months from now there will be an update and I'll feel better. For now, I'm in the thick of it, so I just gotta go through it to get through it. I think I'm gonna have some bone broth right now, just relax and give my body the rest that it obviously needs. It's giving me signs that it's just not doing good. Sickness is a big sign that you just gotta like halt, because your body's making you halt purposely now. That's it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Sorry for the low energy, like heartfelt video today. I appreciate you guys watching this till the end, and I will see you guys Tuesday. Have a blessed weekend. Bye guys.